Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pate Namaha. Uttara chapter number 18, Ravana and King Marutta. The recitation begins now. When Vedavati had entered into fire, Ravana, ascending Pushpaka, began to range the earth. And coming to Uttara, Ravana saw a king named Marutta sacrificing along with the deities. And a righteous Brahma Rishi named Samavartta, the very brother of Brihaspati, officiated at the sacrifice accompanied by the deities. And seeing that Rakshasa invincible by reason of the boon he had received, the deities, apprehensive of being worsted by him, assumed the forms of beasts. And Indra became a peacock, and the king of righteousness a crow, and the bestower of riches a lizard, and Varuna a swan. And, O slayer of foes, others also became other beasts. And then Ravana entered into that sacrifice like an unclean dog. And then coming up to the king, Ravana, the lord of Rakshasa, said, "Give me battle or say I am defeated." Whereat King Marutta said, "Who art thou?" And Ravana, laughing in contempt, said, "O king, I am delighted that lacking curiosity, thou dost not dishonor Ravana, the younger brother unto the bestower of riches. What other man is here in these three worlds that knoweth not the might of me, who conquering my brother has gotten possession of his car?" Thereat Marutta spoke unto Ravana, saying, "Blessed forsooth art thou, by whom thy elder brother hath been vanquished in fight, and a person so praiseworthy there is not in the three worlds. An act that is divorced from righteousness and that is reprehended by people can never be praiseworthy. Having committed a foul act, are you boasting that you vanquished thy brother? And practicing what piety hadst thou of fortune received the boon? I had never before heard the like of what thou sayest. But, O perverse one, stay now. Living thou shalt not back. Today with my sharpened arrows I shall dispatch thee to the abode of Yama." Then taking up his bow and arrows, that king of men went out for encounter. But Samavartta stood in the way, and that great sage said unto Marutta words informed with affection, "If thou hear my speech, thou shouldst not fight. If this Maheshwara sacrifice should remain incomplete, it will burn up thy dynasty. Where is the fight of one initiated in a sacrifice? And where is the passion of one initiated in a sacrifice? And victory is ever uncertain, and the Rakshasa is difficult to vanquish." And thereupon the Lord of Earth, Marutta, desisted in consonance with the instruction of his spiritual preceptor, and, composed, addressed himself to completing the sacrifice, giving up his bow with the arrow set. And thereat, considering him as defeated, Shuka proclaimed this all round, and from delight cried aloud, "Victory unto Ravana!" And then, devouring the Maharishis that were present at the place of sacrifice, Ravana, satiated with their blood, again went to the earth. On Ravana having departed, the deities inhabiting the ethereal regions, Indra, etc., assuming their proper forms, addressed these creatures. And from joy Indra spoke unto the purple-plumed peacock, "Pleased am I with thee, thou righteous one. No fear shall spring to thee from serpents, and thy plumage shall be furnished with 100 eyes. And when I shall shower, thou shalt be filled with glee as a token of my satisfaction with thee." Thus did Indra, the chief of celestials, confer a boon on the peacock. Formerly, O king, the peacock's wings had one unvaried blue. Having received the boon, the peacock departed. Then, O Rama, the king of righteousness, Yama, said unto the crow, seated in front of the sacrificial apartment, "O bird, I am well pleased with thee. Listen to my words as I utter them. As I have been pleased with thee, thou shalt without doubt enjoy immunity from the various ailments to which birds are subject. And, O bird, from my curse, fear of death shall not approach thee. and thou shalt exist so long as people do not slay thee. And those men residing in my dominion, being smitten with hunger, shall be refreshed along with thy relations, when thou hast eaten and been refreshed. Then Varuna addressed the Lord of birds, the swan, ranging the waters of Ganga. Listen to my words fraught with joy. Thy hue shall be charming, mild, and like unto the lunar disk, and it shall be beautiful, resembling the sheen of spotless foam. And approaching my person, thou shalt ever be beautiful to behold, and thou shalt, as a sign of my gratification, attain unparalleled complacence. Formerly, O Rama, swans had not a hue of one unvaried whiteness. Their wings ended in blue, and their breasts were a spotless hue of tender grass. And then Vaishravana addressed the chameleon as it was stationed at the mountain. Thy hue shall be gleaming gold. Pleased I am with thee. Thy undeteriorating head shall be ever golden hued, and this golden hue of thine shall proceed from my gratification. Having thus conferred boons on them at that festal place, the celestials, along with the king, on the sacrifice having ended, went to their abode. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunapte Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.